Words of significance. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sir.Twiggy, and this is my Let's Play of Project Zomboid. We are currently looking at build 0.2.0L, which is the latest one at the time of this recording. This is my first Let's Play. I do quite enjoy this game. I've spent a great deal of time playing it. I started way back 0.15C, I think it was at the time. Let me see. I'm quite a fan of the construction worker, thick-skinned, gives you a bit of a buffer towards getting turned into a zombie. Handy is just better barricading and such. A light drinker is quite a preference of mine because it gives you that 2-point deficit to work with while not really giving you much of a deficit at all. In fact, I like being able to get drunk easier because then you don't have to waste as much alcohol on trying to get drunk to make yourself fall asleep or forget pain or whatnot. Athletic is just a no-brainer for me, especially now that the glitch has been fixed. Before, when you try to walk, you would run and you'd get out of breath and die. But now that's gone. I'm also a fan of Hypochondriac. However, many of my friends think I am crazy for choosing Hypochondriac because you're constantly fighting illness. You'll be like, oh, I'm queasy, I'm sick, I'm feverish and dying, but then you aren't really, and you're fine. It just takes like 10 seconds. But anyways, I'm gonna take short-tempered because I don't want to have to deal with that on this here Let's Play. So here we go, we're loading. So Project Zomboid is a fan-fucking-tastic zombie survival apocalypse game. It really is based around the idea of survival. You are trying to survive, get food, make a shelter, stay away from zombies, maybe even get a couple of other survivors on your side. Now, as we can see here, we are starting in the Old Town District, which is great. I'm quite familiar with this district. And my first priority always will be a weapon. However, in this state, I do need a shirt. For whatever reason, the construction worker's like, fuck that, I don't need to start with a shirt. I'm fucking bare chest, man. Anyways, so I got a shirt. I'm not sure if that actually gives you any defense at this point in the game. It may not. But regardless of that. So, the major impetus of this here Let's Play is just going to give, you know, sort of an idea of how far the game has come. Wow, that's a great place to start. I started with a shotgun. I'd prefer to find a butcher knife, kitchen knife, and or fire axe. But I'll take what I can get. I don't have shotgun shells. So yeah, that's going to be the major focus, just showing how far the game has come, how much further it has to go. I mean, right here I'm playing a single-player campaign, but in future, there is going to be multiplayer, and that is going to be the heart of this game, so far as I can tell. I mean, I have friends who have bought the game just because they think multiplayer will be soon. You know what I mean? That looks like a bug to me. I walk over here, it's gone. And I walk back here like that. And I walk over here, and then back again. Okay, that's enough of that. So, I want to find a fire axe. That is our focus right now. Empty, empty. Oh, let me take our canned food. So, you want to be finding nails. Whenever you find them, take them, because they do get rather rare later on. I mean, you can pluck them from zombie corpses, but you don't want to have to go out and kill zombies just to find some fucking nails. Also, hammers of great importance for your construction. And hopefully I'll find one right over here. This is more of a newsstand, but I have found hammers in here before. There's a great deal of new food items, which you can craft into even better food items. For example, you can just open a can of beans, or you can open a can of beans, put them in a bowl, and then they're like better for you. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Ah! Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you stay in there, you do your own thing, I don't give a fuck. Alright. So, that certainly was not a fire axe, and or a hammer, and or a fucking kitchen knife, but certainly got our blood going there, didn't we? Can opener will need cooking pot will Nothing, nothing, nothing. More cans of beans, I'll take those, why not? Fire fucking axe, this is what we want to see. This is a great way to start your game. Fire axe is of high importance. I am over encumbered. I will cope with that by ingesting food, which will hopefully put me over, and it didn't. So I'm just gonna have to run. Yeah, stay away from me. Yeah, about that, stay away from me. Smoking's bad. Don't do it. Mom said. Okay, so for now, we are going to crash here. Just because it's a relatively safe place. I want to get myself unencumbered first. And now we find a butcher knife when I don't need it, so whatever. I'm gonna drop some food in here. And for some reason I picked it up and moved it over at the same time. So yeah, if you have anything you want to add, say, you know, things you want me to do, if you want me to start a new character because you think I'm retarded, well then tell me. I might not do it, but I'll listen, you know, I'll at least read it. So, as of right now, we have ourselves above of the workshop. I like this spot because it's great for barricading and stuff. Obviously, we can hear zombies pounding on our doors. That's not a good thing, but we will take care of that. Oh, they're not at the store, so I'll go take care of you. Yeah, that's why we like our axe, because it's so powerful. Like, you get a good crack in the head and they're gone. And if worse comes to worse, then they'll just fucking stumble backwards and you can get another good cracking on them. Yes, I realize I'm outside at night and that's probably not wise, but we don't want to attract a huge amount of zombies to our door because they're slamming on it. So by taking them out early, we are in fact protecting ourselves. The best defense is a good offense. So I've cleared them away from my front door. There's no one around my back door, so I'm gonna go to bed. I like trying to fall asleep around 8 or 9 o'clock, because then you generally wake up at 6 or 7 a.m. Generally, depending on how tired you are and such. So I'm gonna go to sleep. Sleeping, saving, good stuff. Oh, my smoke went out. I do this frequently. I'll be playing a game and I'll smoke, and then it'll go out and just sit there for like fucking 15 minutes, and then I'll light it again. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think you should smoke though. I'm telling you right now, it's bad, addictive. And again, since I was not in an actual moodlet level up here in the top corner that was saying like, you're tired, I woke up way earlier than I expected. So it's 4 a.m. and I'm awake. I don't mind, because I can use this time to make it to a new area. Now, I always stockpile as much perishables and non-perishables as I can in the beginning, because zombie levels are low in the first like 5 days. When you hit day 5, you're going to be looking at closer to the true strength of the zombies. I'm over encumbered again, and I don't even have my shotgun. Speaking of which, where'd I put my shotgun? It's over here in the corner, isn't it? Somewhere. Where are you? Come back to me. Baseball bat? Oh, I don't need that. Yakety yak, don't need that. Well, am I a buffoon and I had my shotgun on me the whole time? Yep. Yep. There was no doubt about the buffoon part, but I apparently did have my shotgun the whole time. So even though I'm apparently slightly over encumbered, I'm moving at quite a nice rate. I do believe that's because of athleticism. I know a lot of people prefer strength, or I think it's just called strong, actually. I've only ever used it the one time because Athletic was bugged, and I'll probably never use it again. Because being able to run like this, when over encumbered, and watch how long I can do it. Zwing! Yeah, you're afraid of zombies. I'm afraid of zombies. We're all afraid of zombies. You might think this is foolish, but I'm stopping running now, and it's my choice. I'm not out of breath. And pick up the pace again, and duck inside. You just want to break line of sight and not get bit. Fuck you, and the horse you rode in on, you have a flashlight, I don't want it. So, I apologize if the volume levels are inappropriate. Look at you, in behind the counter. Look at this guy. Yes, if the volume levels are inappropriate, I apologize. I've been trying really hard, messing around with the, just the mixer levels, because there is no actual in-game options for volume and stuff yet. But I do believe it should be okay. I did a couple test runs just to look, and there appears to be nothing in here either. I'm not so familiar with this side of the map. I don't think that's particularly a bad thing. We can learn together. But I am very familiar with one building in particular down around the corner here. Alright, that's the sound you love to hear. You only want to hear it once a day, as far as I can tell, because even if I've in the past, I'm almost positive I've gotten 2 levels in a day, and I only get 1 point to spend. What that noise means is you've gotten a level up. When you go to sleep, you will get to allocate a point, whether it be, you know, your swinging, your blades, your blunt, your sneaking, you know. There's a wide variety of ways you could spend the point, but I have sort of a pattern I like to go through, which you will surely see. You will see, surely you will see. So, this is where I typically make my homestead. We want black pants. Again, I don't know if this makes an actual difference in game, but I prefer to be wearing black pants and a black shirt, if it's possible. And again, it may make no difference at all, but something in my mind's eye just says black better, less visible. You don't want to be visible. So, for now, I am going to pass out just to spend that point, and you can see it's going to do your little save screen business again. Saving. And I can apparently spend my point in hauling because I was hauling so much stuff, which is great as far as I'm concerned. Because hauling means carrying more stuff. And for me, I'm big on carpentry, which is obviously why I choose carpenter. And I'm wearing no pants. I guess that makes sense because I just went to bed, but I don't remember taking my pants off. Did you take my pants off? Did you touch my ass? Sir, it's physically impossible for me to touch your ass from here. I'm onto you. So yeah, I got a point in hauling, which means I can probably carry well over 120 pounds right now without any issue, which makes me happy. You may be wondering, why am I picking up all this crap and removing my pants once again? It appears that if you stack, and then, yeah. I like to clean out this area a little bit as a permanent base. So I store basically crap I don't need in that drawer. And in this drawer, I store my weapons. So my shotgun will go in there, and my extra baseball bat. I'll even throw that and that in there, for badness sake. I forgot to put my bread in the fridge, which is unfortunate because it will go moldy. Again, all your perishable foods, in case I never said it the first time actually, all your perishable foods should go in the fridge. And just sort your, like, canned stuff out somewhere else. Because when the power goes and you can't cook, or your stuff that you need to keep cold goes moldy, well, then, you have this backup. Backup! And, yeah, I'll also store my cans of tuna in here, and canned soup, and my bottles of pop. Even though you can't see them, they're there. It's just like a regular cupboard, like you get pushed in the back and crap. And I forgot to drop my extra pair of shoes. It might seem silly that I just want to get rid of one pair of shoes, but every little itty-bitty helps. Itty-bitty bit helps. I'm positive that you always start with an empty bottle, as well as other NPCs start with those empty bottles. Anybody in here? Anybody? Bueller? Nope. So what I like to do is actually stockpile those bottles. I take them, I fill them at a sink, and I poke them away for when the water goes out. So I usually have at least 7 or 8 bottles of water by the time the power goes out. That's on a couple runs I've done. You may be wondering, why have I been a fool and not shut the blinds yet? And that's because I forgot, because I'm talking. I typically play this game on mute with an audiobook on, so this is different for me. And I open that window. There we go. And we're going to want to shut this one also. And I'm going to want to take that sheet I put away. Oops. In case you haven't noticed, or you can't tell, I use the keyboard WSAD for movement. That's just the way I like to play. I used to like using the mouse because you would automatically open doors, but I think that's gone now. At least as far as I can tell, it's gone now. So, here we have ourselves a fairly good base. I've always liked this base. It's all blacked out. I don't know if it makes a difference if you turn the light on or off with the windows all blacked out, but I don't tempt fate. So, my dude's hungry and he's getting bored, and I'm sure you're getting bored too watching me just taking care of my base. But we shall move on. You can use peas for soup. I don't know anything that you can use oranges for, so I just eat them. Yep. And put them back. Ah. I still have to get used to this new quick sort button. So, goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. I forgot to grab a hammer from that shop back there. I'm an idiot. Because that's highly important. Well, I'll have to try and pick one up off a zombie corpse, or run all the way back. This is the last thing I have to do. I have to store my nails in here. This is where nails stay. And that stuff is all garbage. I can throw that away. I don't make many Molotovs. I don't know. They are highly effective. I will not deny that. I just don't use them very often. These are full of food. I leave them. There's no need to carry them around. This is my base now. Again, there's all kinds of good stuff in here. These are all good places to search. If you don't have an axe yet, like if you're starting your own game, you're like, oh man, that axe is deadly. I want one of those. Come, I can't get one real early. Like, well, just look for these things. They spawn in these pretty much exclusively, I think. I've never found one in the secondary warehouse that I'm going to show you in a minute. But there's also a primary warehouse where I have found them, and that's on the, like, way the fuck up there. Again, something I ran away from because I wanted to get over here to where I could get established. Just looking around, see if there's anybody nearby. It is rather late. I have no qualms with operating in the dark. It has been my undoing before, but less often than you'd think, actually. I love this music. If it is drowning me out, I apologize. In case anybody's wondering, I'm completely off the cuff here. I enjoy it. It's just like there's somebody in the room with me and I'm talking to them, explaining to them, you are my friend. Whoa. In case anybody watched Bleach for an extended period of time. This is what I call warehouse number 2. The first one's right back up by the workshop, carpentry shop there. The first place I spent the night. That used to be my primary base. Like, I would spend excessive amounts of time there doing construction and all kinds of good stuff. But I've come to realize that a lot, like a great deal of zombies migrate through that area. So I've determined that maybe it's not such a good idea to stay there. So I started doing this new base thing. So right now, you might notice I'm taking lots of nails. And I am not taking the wood. Well, there's a good reason for that. Ooh, sledgehammer. I don't even exactly know how good a sledgehammer is. I mean, I've used them in combat. I'm thinking they'll have more purposes later, or they have more purposes now, and I just don't even realize. And yeah, I'm not taking the wood because you can actually farm wood since we have an axe. And there's really no point to slow myself down in carrying all that wood back to my base when there's actually a huge repository of trees that I can just harvest. And it would be far more speedy rather than walking all that way heavily encumbered. I have no qualms with picking up newspapers on the way and reading them to keep the boredom level down. You may be wondering, ooh, but what does it mean? But what does it mean? Yeah, you guys might be wondering why I'm just going looking for nails. There's all this other good stuff. The truth of the matter is I get a shit ton of trouble later on keeping up with the nails in terms of compared to my wood. But I'm going to take some now until I'm over encumbered and run home with it. Because we're going to improve our hauling ability. I gotta say, I'm really glad I didn't take hypochondriac, because by now I would have been queasy at least once. And then you go from queasy to, like, nauseous to, like, sick to a fever ball, which, like, your health drops at a really rapid rate, and you have to keep yourself well fed, otherwise the fever will break you, but if you keep yourself well fed, the fever will break. In my experience with hypochondriac, if you're not actually going to become a zombie and been bitten and shit already. So, nails will go in here along with the saw. Sledgehammer is going to go in the back room with our other weapons. Morning, and I'm tired. It's morning, and I'm tired. Saving. Saved. And it's still daylight, but not for long. So yeah, this is just like a loose let's play. I'm having fun. I've lost track of the days already. It's been 2, I think, maybe. It doesn't really bother me that I lose track of it, but... yeah, so I don't know if that made an audible tick, but I did just mute the headset to cough. I'd rather not cough in your ears. So again, it looks like we're going to be operating overnight, which is probably not that good of a deal. Oh, shit, I thought I was well fed, but I wasn't. So you can eat these pies, too. I'm pretty sure these pies go rotten. I didn't actually eat them there. I don't know if that's a bug or not, but... My good friend Jason tells me I'm far too heavy-handed on the food, and like I always get myself up to well-fed, but I just like the little buffs it gives you know what I mean? Yeah. Very long healing and strength boost. So like every time I swing now with an axe, I'm actually going to do more damage than I normally would. I think. Je pense. I'm Canadian. So, for anyone who has not spent a great deal of time playing the game, this spot here has been my savior on many occasions just by finding things I need like nails or a can opener. Or right here, see, look, a kitchen knife. You could defend yourself with that. I've found fire axes here often. But right now, as you can see, I'm concentrating on nails because they have always been an issue once I start getting into my heavy-handed construction, which is what I love this game for. I loved it before the construction, but since the construction, it is mega cool. So I'm not going to get over encumbered on nails, obviously, at this moment, so I'm going to take some canned soup. I don't really take a lot of these uncooked TV dinners because they kind of fuck with your boredom and unhappiness, which is, you know, another little bit of micromanagement, but I'm not positive that I have a can opener, so I'm going to take an extra one. This door's... Oh! I did it! That door always gives me trouble. So, I'm going to take this moment to fix an error. I should have grabbed a hammer. However, nobody's perfect. It's not like I got a script written out, everything I need to do here. I subscribed to YouTube many years ago, and today I went and discovered that if you want to make videos and put them up, they can only be 15 minutes long. And I guess I had some inclination because of all the 10-minute and 15-minute videos I had seen in the past. Oh, these guys. They're mad about it. Yeah, I'm scared. Look at me tremble. Yach. Yeah, bring it. I'm not afraid of you. I ain't afraid no ghosts. Is that on that door? No, it's not. Probably the front door. That's nails. That's nails. It's so hard to see in the dark. That's a hammer. That's a hammer. We got a hammer. That's the main thing. We got our hammer. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to take door hinges and doorknobs. These are all things I'm going to need for my fucking fortification. Oh, more nails. We love it. We love it to pieces.